And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this very special weekend edition brought to you by Australian Indian Radio and live streamed via Chentex Multimedia Services. And welcome on this 22nd day of May. Well, it's a very, very eventful weekend. There's so much that's happening out there today. We know that the Philippines community is celebrating the 74th collaboration with Australia for the diplomatic ties, and there's few functions that have been arranged. And of course, we have the Bharatiya Warsh, which is going to be a wonderful event at King George Square. We'll talk about that later on in the show. And of course, we have the Lockyer Valley Multicultural Festival happening tomorrow, and Bengali New Year celebrated by Bangladeshi Association of Brisbane happening at Robail Domain today. And there's throw in few weddings and some other functions, and that makes a pretty busy weekend. Well, by no way, people can't say that things are not happening. Things are happening once again. And as I mentioned before, that there is a lot that is happening out there. What we will feature today is some of the functions and events that are actually taking place right here, and which we'd like you to know about. Well, right now, first of all, let's take a very quick look at some of the things that's making news. The vaccine rollout, why is it troublesome? Why are people hesitant? And what has been bothering them?
Hello and welcome to The Vaccine. I'm Jeremy Fernandez. The troubled vaccine rollout in Australia is struggling to overcome rising vaccine hesitancy. It seems some people are worried about potential side effects. There's also a lack of urgency because there are now so few outbreaks through community transmission here. On top of that, there have been some mixed messages from the federal government this week suggesting that anyone who's apprehensive about taking the AstraZeneca vaccine could wait until more doses of Pfizer's and Moderna's vaccines come online.
Right now, we want to encourage everybody over 50 to be vaccinated as early as possible, but we've been very clear that as supply increases later on in the year, there will be enough vaccine of mRNA vaccines for every Australian.
That's Greg Hunt there. Now, ABC analyst Casey Briggs joins us now. Casey, how is the rollout looking here?
Yeah, hi Jeremy. Well, we're still not really at a pace that will see us get to full vaccination across Australia by the end of this year, even next year. But we have, at least just in the last 24 hours, seen a day with more than 100,000 doses administered. This curve is picking up slowly. The 7-day average is around about just under 70,000 doses a day at the moment. In terms of the states, or the state governments at least, the New South Wales government is picking up this pace the fastest, has the steepest curve of new doses at the moment, while doses delivered nationally through general practices, through the federal government program, they're virtually at a bit of a flat line. Nationally, we've got 3.5 million shots delivered to date. Still can't tell you how many Australians are fully vaccinated against COVID-19 because, unlike most countries, that is still not information that our national authorities are publishing. At least we still have no local cases because, you know, remember, the longer that we go with a largely unvaccinated population, the higher the risk that we'll continue to see more outbreaks. Remember Thailand? That was a country that through all of last year was regarded as, you know, near top of the class in its response. Virtually no cases through the entire year. Now they're dealing with, sadly, a serious wave that's growing at the moment. That's a big number there, 9,600, but still.
As you can see, Thailand, which was on the bottom, has once again come out. So you never know where the waves are going to hit. And of course, as we know, India is battling with the second wave at this point in time, and the outbreak of that black fungus there as well is causing a lot of concern out there as well. Now, right here on the other part, the debate that always happens is climate change. Well, it is a big, big debate, and of course, politicians look at it in a slightly different manner, and school children are taking to the streets and taking it up. And people are saying that, it's a shame that the students have to take it up and the politicians couldn't. Well, there is always two parts of the equation, and many times people always reckon that whenever you alter the course of nature, be prepared to face the consequences. Nature has few things planned, some in way things are intended, and of course there is the evolution as well. The way the world has evolved over the years. Of course, no doubt human beings have contributed largely to the atmospheric contamination, and of course the mining and all other things that go with it. So it's a debate which is an ongoing debate. But yesterday, thousands of school children quit school but joined in the march.
Josh Frydenberg, fund our future, not gas!
It's not fair that we're out of school, we're children, and we are the ones that are trying to make the change.
Climate change needs serious addressing, and the children are leading us. It's a shame our leaders can't do the same.
I like how the climate, it makes things like grow and live, and I don't like how people are burning coal to make electricity.
We've made petitions, we've made letters, we've had meetings with politicians, but they still will not fund our future, not gas.
Young people are scared, to be quite honest, about our future because the government isn't providing any sort of real action on climate, and we're not sure what our future is going to look like. We don't know if it's going to be a safe future.
Hundreds of us here giving up our work and education will make the world hear us.
I think it's so important for us to be protesting because we want this space to be a safe and happy future for our kids and our grandkids, and at the moment that is just not happening, and so we need to take action now before it's too late.
I just want them to...
So I have to take action now before it's too late. So the kids out there, well, looking at that response that's been out there, it seems like they did get a pretty good response, a number of people, and of course rightfully so as well, because it is a very important matter globally. When you look at many other countries where the water levels are rising, the temperatures are rising, and all those things, but is just a protest the right way to do it? What really needs to be done? How much can politicians do? And the world that we live in, our living style, the standards that we have now adopted as normal, some of the things that we do in our life on a daily basis, some of the comfort zones that we have found, are we willing to give those up, or are we only willing to protest? So that's a debate that really needs to be had as well. But right now, Australia, the land of opportunity, where people come from all around the world for many good things. People come to Australia for what Australia's got to offer. So many times people come here, complain about many things, and try and make people do things their way. But thing is, you have come here, you have come to Australia, accept and embrace what it has got. And some of the good things here was our excellent health care, and of course the social security benefits. But things are about to change.
Yes. In Melbourne's outer suburbs, school pickup is over. Brothers Deo and Gian are home. Their father Peter and mother Christina arrived from Indonesia as permanent residents a decade ago with almost nothing. When their first child was born, they used money from Centrelink for essentials.
Like formula, and then nappies, and then baby clothes, and helping to buy food for us as well.
Starting next year, new permanent residents will have to go longer without that support. The federal budget increased the waiting period for payments like family tax benefit A and B and parental and carers leave to 4 years. That matches the current wait time for job seeker and the youth allowance. At the Asylum Seeker Resource Center, they're filling boxes with food for a steady stream of migrants on bridging visas with no access to Centrelink. Advocates say extending the waiting period will create a similar need among new permanent residents.
We know what it means for people to live without a safety net and to not have access to social services.
The Department of Social Services told the ABC the changes only apply to future permanent residents. It says 45,000 families will be affected. The government will save $670 million over 5 years. But this economist says the changes could damage a key driver of Australia's post-COVID recovery, attracting skilled migrants.
It's been part of our nation-building effort for decades, and it's going to be our bridge to the other side of this crisis.
For Christina Budiman, a helping hand was crucial.
When we have a good job, we can pay back with our tax. So I think it's not really fair if a migrant has to wait for 4 years.
She says fulfilling their Australian dream depended on early support.
And of course, there is once again that debate that I mentioned about. So the balancing act, people have been living here, people have been born here, and lots of cases. So, should people coming from overseas start getting the, welfare benefits from day one? Well, that's another debate for another day. Well, right now, let's take a very quick look at the message from our sponsors.
GlobeNet Realty. GlobeNet Realty has been the longest established, trusted and respected agency in its trade area. Washa Chandra, Director of GlobeNet Realty, provides honest and ethical service to her customers. If you are thinking of investing in Brisbane real estate market, or if you are seeking professional property management, then you should contact Asha Chandra today on landline 3865 4466 or mobile 0419 775 416. And for further updates, log on to our website www.globenetralty.com.au. GlobeNet Realty is your own local real estate agency. Situated at Shop 52281 Sandgate Road, Boondall. GlobeNet Realty. Real estate is our world.
And real estate is the world. And don't forget that every Wednesday we have the real estate update with Usha Chandra right here from these studios, talking about everything real estate, the property trends, the markets, the graphs, the charts, and property investment, rental returns, etc. Well, right now, as I mentioned before, this is a very, very full-on weekend. First of all, let's talk to Ashish about Bharatiya Nav Varsh or the Hindu New Year.
तो जी हाँ श्रोताओं, आज हमारे साथ स्टूडियो
And this interview will be partly in Hindi, partly in English.
दिव्य ज्योति जागृति संस्थान के ब्रिस्बेन शाखा का एक कार्यकर्ता है और आज हम उनसे कुछ बातचीत करने वाले हैं आने वाले भारतीय नववर्ष उत्सव के विषय में। तो आशीष, आपका स्वागत है आज हमारे पास स्टूडियो में आने के लिए। और आप हमें बताएंगे कि पहले कि ये जो भारतीय नववर्ष है, इसे मई महीने में क्यों मनाया जा रहा है?
तो पहले तो सभी को नमस्कार और दिव्य ज्योति की ओर से। तो जैसे कि उमेश जी ने पूछा, इसे हम अभी जैसे 22 मई को जो है प्रोग्राम अभी क्यों मना रहे हैं, तो मैं ये बताना चाहूँगा कि जैसे भारतीय नववर्ष जो कि चैत्र शुक्ल प्रतिपदा जो इंडियन कैलेंडर है उसका जो फर्स्ट डे होता है, जो कि इस ईयर 12 अप्रैल को था। तो हमारा प्रोग्राम पहले 10 अप्रैल को शेड्यूल था, बट बिकॉज ऑफ कोविड, एज वी ऑल नो, मतलब हम ऐसे टाइम में हैं कि जब हमें पता नहीं कि चीज़ें कैसे आगे पैन आउट होंगी, तो इसलिए वो हमें पोस्टपोन करके इसको मई में शेड्यूल करना पड़ा। बट अदरवाइज आवर इंडियन न्यू ईयर इज मोस्टली सेलिब्रेटेड इन द मंथ ऑफ अप्रैल। या
और ये तो बहुत Ladies and gentlemen, as we just heard there from Ashish, that this year the celebrations are now taking place today from 2 p.m. at the King George Square. I would like to make sure that each and every one of you come and take part in this big event, free event, and of course they'll be standing by India for what is happening there at this point in time as well.
रामनवमी का अवसर होता है, उसी के साथ में अगर जोड़ लिया जाए तो फिर लोगों का दिमाग में ये आना कि रामनवमी पर भी लोगों को ये मालूम नहीं था कि नए वर्ष भी हमारा हो रहा है उस समय। अब बहुत सारे हमारे जो पंडित लोग हैं उन्हें भी नहीं मालूम था, जो हमारे पुरोहितगण है, लेकिन अब जो इस तरीके से खोज हो रही है और ये एक परिवर्तन आ रहा है। परिवर्तन का मतलब ये है कि ये जो हमारे जितने भी ज्ञान थे, बहुत ही ज्ञान विज्ञान, बहुत सारे हमें ऐसे परंपरा थे जो लुप्त हो गए, जैसे आपने पहले कहा था, अब उसे हमें फिर से जागृत करना है। क्योंकि अब अगर अभी हम वहीं पर रह जाएंगे कि जहाँ तक हमारे पूर्वज करते आ रहे हैं तो वहीं पर रह जाएंगे। हमें इसको आगे लेकर चलना है और खासकर हमारे जो आने वाली पीढ़ी है वो सभी कुछ साइंटिफिक और प्रैक्टिकल बहाने से भी जानना चाहते हैं। उन्हें क्यों ये हो रहा है, वाई व्हाट वेयर, वो सभी उनको जानना है। और ये हमारा उत्तरदायित्व बनता है कि हम उन्हें सही तरीके से समझाए। ये नहीं कि आप ऐसे क्यों पूछ रहे हो, नो, ये नहीं पूछना चाहिए, ऐसा होता है बस आप करे जाओ, ऐसा नहीं,
बिल्कुल,
ये नहीं होना चाहिए। तो इसी तभी हमारे जो आने वाले पीढ़ी है वो विद कॉन्फिडेंस अपने ये धर्म क्षेत्र जो है इसमें आगे बढ़ेंगे।
बिल्कुल।
तो चलते हैं, आप सभी से अब मुलाकात होगी शनिवार को 22 को किंग जॉर्ज स्क्वायर पर, बिल्कुल जो ब्रिस्बेन का सेंट्रल लोकेशन है, बहुत ही उम्दा लोकेशन है और बहुत ही अच्छे जो रंगारंग कार्यक्रम जो है उसे तैयार किया गया है और कुछ रुख जो है उसे बदल किया गया है क्योंकि मौजूदा हालात को मद्देनजर रखते हुए, जैसे कि हमने पहले बात किया है कि इस समय जो महामारी चल रही है विश्व भर में और खासकर इस समय भारतवर्ष में जो दुखता छाई हुई है, वहाँ पर लोगों को ऑक्सीजन नहीं मिल रहा है और कितने कठिनाइयाँ सामना कर पड़ा है। हम बहुत ही खुश नसीब है, हम ऐसे देश में यहाँ ऑस्ट्रेलिया में रह रहे हैं जहाँ यहाँ का मेडिकल पर जो फैसिलिटीज़ वगैरह बहुत ही अच्छी है, लेकिन हमें उन लोगों के लिए सोचना है हमारे जो पीछे है और उनका हालात जो है वो किस तरीके से है। सभी को सहयोग देने के लिए स्टैंडिंग टुगेदर विद द कम्युनिटी के लिए आप सभी जरूर से आइए।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल जी। 22 मई को मार्क दिस डे और 2 PM onwards and going on till 8:30 we'll have this New Year event. And I would personally like to invite you all on behalf of Divya Jyoti Jagriti Sansthan, whose head and founder Shri Ashutosh Maharaj has given us this opportunity and this wisdom to come up with such an event and make a platform for everyone to come together and pray for the community, pray for the well-being of everyone around the world. So I invite you all on this special occasion, 22nd of May, King George Square, 2 PM. Thank you.
मिलते हैं आप सभी से वहीं पर।
See you all there. Bye.
So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to this very special segment where we talk about many things that are happening in the community. As we know, at this point in time, all your travel holidays must be on hold. You can't go anywhere, but there's an opportunity to go around the world. And to talk about that and why and how all this is happening, I would like to welcome to the studio Adil Wardley. Adil, thank you for joining us today.
Good morning, Umesh. Thank you for the opportunity.
No, so thank you so much for joining with us. So, well, tell us about this Multicultural Festival.
The Lockyer Valley Multicultural Festival is in its 7th year. We have an incredible day where once a year we invite all of the community to come together to showcase all the different and wonderful, diverse aspects of the Lockyer Valley.
And of course, that is a wonderful thing that, we can show all the diverse aspects of the valley. Just going through the festival itself, you said it's in the 7th year. So could you take us through some of the years and how it's developed over this time?
Certainly. I became involved in the festival back in 2017, just helping with organising the entertainment, and our organisation, Spirit of the Valley Events, now runs the entire festival. Council has entrusted that event to us. It's grown substantially from a smaller event that was all around Harmony Day to a major annual event that now attracts around 2,000 people.
It's wonderful that it's grown and it's taken that shape. So of course, when we would have begun with the Harmony Day once being a slightly different approach to what it is now as a big multicultural festival. So what would be the highlights of the day? What can people expect to see?
Oh, there's so many wonderful things. We're starting the event with the Yagara dancers, which is an amazing Aboriginal troupe. They will be followed by a full Māori haka and poi. We have one of our own residents who is a beautiful classical Bharatiya dancer. And we're finishing off the day with Japanese drumming. So the taiko drummers are coming. And that's a form of martial arts.
And
so
it definitely is, and that is wonderful that you've got your local Bharatanatyam artist there as well. So it is truly around the world when you look at the culture. And of course, if it is a festival people come, they look at all the stage items as well. But of course, they always like to look at some stalls and some food items as well. So would the food stalls be there as well?
Most definitely. We have a new business opening, Indian Tadka. So they'll be there. They'll be sharing their wonderful Indian food. We have food from Kenya, from Thailand, and we've even got an American street food stall just for something different.
And that is amazing that you've got all the taste and the cuisine from around the world. Now, of course, when we're coming to the festival, how do people get to that? And just briefly, the location. I know people might enter that in the GPS and things like that.
The event is being held at Ferrari Park, which is off Whites Road in Laidley. Alternatively, they can look up Spirit of the Valley Events on Facebook. We have all of the information there. We kick off at 10 a.m. All the performances start at 10:30 and we run until 3 p.m.
So that is wonderful. It will be a good day out for people going, out towards Laidley and, seeing a little bit of the country and then coming to this wonderful festival. Sunday the 23rd, 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. Okay, now in a festival of this nature, under the current circumstances, what are the entry requirements?
Well, there's been quite a few changes for events under 10,000 people. So at the moment, we will have, of course, hand sanitizer, but we are currently not required to record people unless they're dancing. Then we do need to get contact tracing information. You can pick up a ticket if you would like to book in for a workshop from LockierValleyTickets.com.au. But the entire event, activities and entry are all free for the community. And it's just a really wonderful showcase of all the diverse community groups that are out here. We are very multicultural with people from all over the world. And this is their chance to show that and to celebrate.
And that is wonderful that, we're showing the diversity that is the fabric of modern day Australia. And it is wonderful to see that, even in Laidley, of course, before in the major cities, you could see some multicultural things happening. But now, especially going on in the country and, multicultural festivals taking place, I think that is a wonderful thing, showcasing the multicultural talent and everyone coming together, enjoying each other's culture, tradition, and, of course, the food. So well done for putting this together. Now, so in conclusion, is there anything that you'd like to add?
Come see the world all in one place, all in one day, and you won't have to go into 14 days quarantine when you come back.
Isn't that wonderful that quarantine-free travel around the world right here in our doorstep? So ladies and gentlemen, the Lockyer Valley, the Multicultural Festival, a free community event, Sunday, 23rd of May from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m. Ferrari Park, Lately, live performances, international cuisine and crowds, bringing the world to you. So for all inquiries, should you require further inquiry, you can email admin at sotminik.org.au, or you can call 0448 326 246. Adil, once again, thank you so much for sharing this information with us, and wishing you all the very best for the festival.
Thank you, and you enjoy your day.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So there you are, ladies and gentlemen, another very wonderful festival that is taking place in Lately tomorrow. And if you do have a time, please go have a look. It is wonderful to see that the multicultural festivals are making inroads inland as well, so which is again very good. Well, right now we'll finish off with some of the functions and events taking place right here in Brisbane. So ladies and gentlemen, that's about all we have time for you in this weekend edition on the 22nd of May 2021. But don't forget that all these functions that are taking place, especially the Indian New Year, Unite for India, Stand by India at King George Square today from 2 p.m. It's a free event. Please do come and take part. As a tip, our Lord Mayor will be there as well. So come hello to him as well. Well, until Monday, it's goodbye from me now. It's been wonderful having your company on this show. Until then, remain good and, of course, remain safe.